What's up guys, welcome back. Quick short video today because we finally know the reason that Diablo 4 stash tabs are so hard to implement. Now, Blizzard has been going on and on about how this can't just be done easily, it's a real big problem. Well, we finally know why. You see, whenever you see another player in game, the game loads the entire player's inventory and stash. And this is straight from the horse's mouth. So JP here is the associate game director for Diablo 4, and he posted on Twitter earlier yesterday that, and I quote, "When we say they are expensive," that's stash tabs he's talking about, "what we mean is that they create a lot of memory overhead. When you see another player in game, you load them and their entire stash filled with all their items. This is what teams are working diligently to improve so that we can have more as soon as possible." Now, I'm not a game developer, I'm an archaeologist, so I don't really know for sure, but this seems like one of the dumbest possible design choices that you could have made in a game that has an open shared world where you're going to come across a ton of other players. In archaeological terms, this would be like needing to dig a trench, and instead of digging the trench in one spot, digging all the way to that spot so that when you get there, the trench is already deep enough. The problem is, you haven't factored in all the extra work you have to do digging that trench. And that's exactly what's happened in Diablo. Not only are you loading other players, you're loading every single thing in their stash tab, and that's why they can't just simply add more stash tabs, because it means loading other players will be slower and the entire game will slow down. As soon as I heard this, I started to think about other online games, particularly Blizzard ones, particularly World of Warcraft. Is this why we can't have massive open world PvP with a bunch of people in it without the game lagging out? Is this why New World struggles so hard with big scale battles with a bunch of people? Are all these games loading everybody's freaking banks and inventories every time we see them? And did Blizzard just plan to never give us more stash tabs if this is such a problem to fix? Like, they baked in this terrible design choice and they just decided they were never going to fix it? In 5 years, when we're at season 32 and we have a million different items, are we supposed to just fit them into 4 tabs? This honestly feels like a problem that an indie game developer would have, which would be totally understandable because it might be their first project and they might only have a few guys working on the team, but Blizzard's a multi-billion-dollar company. How did this happen? And this made me realize that this is probably another reason why they can't just implement a gem tab, because it's another tab that computer would have to load every time it sees another player. And we're talking about a game that already doesn't perform particularly well. I have a pretty good system, an i9, a 3060 Ti, and it struggles with Diablo sometimes. And I recently found out in the last patch notes because they had some issues with high performance NVMe drives, which they supposedly fixed. However, they didn't. It still sucks. Why can I play Unreal Engine 5 games in 4K and get really good frame rates, but I can't play Diablo on high in 1440? Anyway, I just wanted to let you guys know why we don't have stash tabs. I think it's important you know this because we're probably not going to get them for quite a long time. This seems like something that's really going to be difficult to fix if the game's coded this way, and it just makes me wonder what other gremlins are there in the matrix that is Diablo 4's coding. Is this why they can't fix things quickly? Why it takes so long to make the simplest changes? I don't know, man. Thanks for watching. If you like the content, hit the sub button, hit the like button, leave a comment for the algorithm, and I'll see you on the next video.